Good morning, everybody. Morning, Josh.
Hey everybody, hello. How are you? How are you doing this Sunday? I hope you've had a great weekend. I have had a great weekend and I am happy to be here with you all doing what we do. This is our penultimate episode for season 4,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Next week we've got the
Surprise, we're
Kings.
going to take a break after next. Huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. Go for it. Yeah, yeah.
Surprise, we're going to take a break after next week. Um Sorry, but
Yeah.
we're gonna do that.
Sorry, not sorry, as the folks say.
Yeah, as they say, as they say. We're just gonna take a nice little break.
Yeah. Josh and I had a great planning meeting for what's coming next. So we'll be sharing that as things come along. But there will be another season, and so we had talked about doing kind of an extended season 4, but instead we're going to do a big season after a small break coming up here in the spring and summer. Um, and
We're thinking, yeah. Should we say how long we're thinking of going and stuff, or
yeah, yeah, sure, let's do it.
yeah? We're thinking about right now. We have some thoughts till mid-July.
Yes.
That's kind of what we have on paper right now. We don't know what the future is going to be like for music, for
Right.
anything. We're just following along, just like everyone else is.
Right.
Um, but uh, but we feel like we may be useful through mid-July.
Yeah. And yeah, we'll see. Things will change, but I'm liking the shape of this, and I really like our discussions around season 5, which we're kind of
You
thinking
know,
of.
James,
Yeah, go ahead. Hmm.
you should set up like a group talk,
A group talk, like a chat.
like with a bunch of the artists that have participated, and just be like, hey, what is this thing and what
Yeah,
what do
that's
you
a great
think this
idea.
thing could be in the future?
Yeah,
I'm
perhaps we
just
can
like,
we can do that in April if anyone's watching. We could maybe have a Zoom or just like a discussion of some kind
just
that's
just
collective.
like do it in the evening where people can have some drinks and just talk over it, you
Yeah,
know.
I think
It could be cool,
it's a great
I don't
idea.
know. I don't
Um,
know, just a
no, I
thought.
think it's a great
Just
idea.
keep it
Um,
keep it all
so
from
today we
your
have
shoulder.
songs not in English, non-English songs, and Josh and I are both really excited to kind of branch in this direction, right?
Yeah.
Um, I We'll see if this comes to fruition. I'd like to do this again. I'd like to do a non-English songs part 2, um, and so this can be kind of a teaser for that. And yeah, so let's just kind of dive in with this. This will be a shorter show, and basically the artists just are presenting their songs, and we're going to just go from song to song. Um, if anyone of the artists is in the comments, I saw Adam earlier. Um, when your song comes along, maybe if you have the wherewithal to write a little thing about, how you came across this song or uh, what it means to you, that would be awesome. I think if we do this again, we'll actually ask artists to maybe produce a little intro at their discretion as part of the video. Um, but so for this one, it'll be sort of presented without comment, more or less, right? Just kind of our artists doing songs in non-English um, that they think are special or that they enjoy. So uh, we agree, having, or at least I've watched us listen to them, and they're all awesome. So I'm excited to share them.
This sounds like a good, nice. I'm kind of into no commentary
Yeah,
today. I
yeah,
For those of you that don't know, I just need to address why I'm so out of it. Like, just on Friday night, Social Distance Live did a cover show of the Crux, and it's just been like really sitting with me. I'm sometimes it takes me a little while sometimes to get around to you know letting things really hit you, and I've been about it over the last day, and just how just it really came home, just how um uh, uh I don't know. I think it's really nice that we get to kind of have a chill Sunday, just for me, if nothing else,
Yeah,
just to kind of.
yeah. We're having some connection problems with you, Josh, that kind of mirror
Oh, are we?
your
Yeah,
sentiments.
my state.
Yeah, yeah. But in short, uh, Josh has been taking in the experience of having a show about his group's music and career, and that was just intense, and it was really fun to do. And I think that, like Josh was saying, this is kind of a good coda for that because it's quite different and just a break from that. But also, as I say, I look forward to doing maybe a full week with a proper run up for a second show. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but do check out the Crux show. At some point in the coming weeks, I'm going to make a songs only version of that because it's quite a weighty show in terms of its length. It runs just under 3 hours, which is sort of insane. So I'm gonna make a songs only version of that, but also the whole thing is great because you get to see Josh's reactions and thoughts about being in the Crux, memories and so on. So it's great to check out. That's on Social Distance Live and on YouTube. Josh, are you there or are you frozen? Can't decide.
I'm getting everything that you're saying. Can you hear me at all?
Yeah, it seems like
Through
it seems
the
like your camera's a bit frozen, but it's your
Yeah.
voice is coming through for the most part. Um,
I don't know.
okay, hello. So anyway, we're we're gonna go ahead with the songs. Uh, would you like to try to introduce them, or you just flipped us off? Great. Okay, thank you. Oh God, Josh, hold it together. Okay, so do you want to leave the introductions to me, or are you down to introduce?
I'm just having fun. You introduce.
Okay, I will do that.
Oh,
Yes.
wait.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kalei said a little bit of the significance
Awesome.
about the song, and I'll try and say that before. Kalei's later on, so
Yeah,
I'll try
Kalei,
and
you're later on, so but we'll
point people
try
to
to talk about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Kalei's video is beautiful, as you'll see. Okay, so first up, we've got the Syllables doing Deus Eo Amor, which is by, so I have to pull up the sheet. Sorry, Josh, this will be a second. But let me pull it up here. I think it is better if I introduce because of the connection problems. So. Although, Josh, it sounds like you're back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, this is Deus Eo Amor by Jorge Benjor. And again, it's being performed by the Syllables. Here we go. Thank you for being a part of the show, Syllables, again, who are also a part of our truck show.
Yeah.
Thank you, Graham. All right, here we go.
Ingen maskerfria, så som sen conmemora, mas che lo fu. E ci va di passare, io quella sul tamburo, le magazzine del cantino di cigar, ci spassarino sbloccata, poi già la via va gonta, zona mundo che fuori ora va portare. Agradeciendo a Deus, todo mundo va a regresar, encontrar, desde a vida, a luz y a verdade, desde o amor, a confiança, a felicidade, desde a vida, a luz y a verdade, desde o amor, a confiança, a felicidade, desde a vida, a luz e a verdade, Deus é o amor, a confiança, a felicidade, Deus é a vida, a luz e a verdade, Deus é o amor, a confiança, a felicidade, Deus é a vida, a luz e a verdade, Deus é o amor, a confiança, a felicidade, Deus é a vida, a luz e a verdade, Deus é o amor, a confiança, a felicidade, Deus é a vida, a luz e a verdade, Deus é o amor, a confiança, a
That is one of two songs that we have during the show with Portuguese, right?
That's right.
That's great.
That was beautiful.
Man, that's so beautiful. I've hung out with Graham quite a few times, and Graham's put on some really beautiful Tropicalia music, and like I'm so glad that the Syllables hopped on to do something for this. I really see that genre and Graham and the Syllables just they're together forever in my brain. So that's really really cool.
Yeah.
And can I just
Go ahead.
can I just say, Libby's on that drums for that too, and I feel like so I rewatched the Crux show and I didn't quite assimilate how Libby was on like every 5 tracks or something like that.
Yeah, I was thinking
More than that
I
actually.
was thinking about that because we kind of made Kalei's presence, hi Kalei, into a running joke, about like sort
I
of like
guess so, yeah.
he's everywhere, and he was like Kalei was everywhere, in all those tracks, but Libby's presence was also huge.
Libby was throughout the entire show. And then I saw just Libby's name right now, and I'm just like,
Yeah. So yeah, just I mean that show was a whole kind of example of how much this has been about kind of folks coming together and helping each other out for these videos, and I think
Yeah.
that the Crux show in particular was a great like emblem and reason for that to happen, because we all wanted to celebrate like your work and to celebrate this process of being together through your work. So but yeah, shout out to Libby and shout out to all the musicians who are so amazing at jumping in to help each other out throughout these shows / in general, right? So,
Yeah.
word. Okay, so let's go right on to the next one. Next we have Alison Harris performing Gretchen am Spinnrad, which means Gretchen and the Spindle in German. And this is a song by Schubert. My mother and I were discussing this, and it's probably like a leader, like a sort of song. Like people would write like operas and whatever, but sometimes it was also popular at that time to just write sort of songs that were just like standalone, and those were called leaders, which means songs. But I don't know. Maybe Metronome Spinrad has a source material that's more of a bigger source material, but I'm guessing it's just a leader. Anyway, this is a beautiful song performed by Alison Harris. Alison, if you are in the comments, say something about
Alison's there.
the song, and we'll echo it for you, perhaps. But also people can read it. So here we go. Without further ado, Alison Harris.
That was
Alison,
beautiful.
thank you.
So Alison posted in the comments that it's a person in her house spinning alone
Yeah,
and grieving for her lost lover, and the piano do 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 is the spinning wheel
yeah,
going around.
yeah.
And she sang it 20 years ago at her senior recital as a pianist, but wanted to see if she could pull it off singing and playing, and she did.
Yeah, she did.
And I'm glad she's back on the program.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, she was in. What'd she do? She did
She's been in a
duet.
couple. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, it's all foggy. That was a duet very recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was great. Oh, that was John Prine, right? John Prine.
It was for John Prine. Yep.
Yep, that's right. But yeah, great to
Yeah,
have you back.
it did in a town this size. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alison is teaching lessons virtually now. I've taken a lesson with her, and I can actually totally recommend that firsthand. So her contact info's in there.
Awesome, sweet.
Yeah, great, good. Okay.
Yeah, Alison, I appreciate that. I mentioned that I was talking to my mother about this show in general, but my family is kind of involved with music that is like classical era singing. Specifically, my aunt and cousin are both opera singers, or my aunt's an ex-opera singer / director, and my cousin is a opera singer. And so there's a lot of that era of music in my family, and it's great to hear. So it's awesome. Cool. Awesome. So we're gonna go over to French now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have returning to the program Stella Heath, who was the glorious host for our Billie Holiday show back in the fall, and also did a show. We did a show that was Stella Heath performing her own music at the Lost Church, which was probably one of the sort of most underappreciated shows in terms of like it got a small audience because of the way that I mismanaged the kind of broadcast process of it, but it's really worth checking out. So that's something I maybe share in the future.
You should.
Yeah,
It was great.
because it's an epic great. It's just like we really love that idea of being able to showcase artists live, and that's what happened. Stella was with the band and performed, and that was
Yeah.
terrific.
Yeah, it was great.
So fittingly, perhaps, Stella is doing a Billie Holiday song here, Mon Homme, and similar, which means my man, and similar to one of her videos for Billie Holiday, she's got an amazing outdoor setting here, which I really appreciate. So here we are with the beautiful music of Stella Heath / Billie Holiday.
Sur cette terre, ma seule joie, mon seul bonheur, c'est mon amour. J'ai donné tout ce que j'ai, mon amour et tout mon cœur à mon amour. Et même la nuit, quand je rêve, c'est de lui, de mon amour. Ce n'est pas qu'il est beau, qu'il est riche ni costaud, mais je l'aime, c'est idiot. Il me faut des coups, il me prend mes sous. Je suis à bout, mais malgré tout, que voulez-vous? Je l'ai tellement dans la peau, j'en viens marteau, tout ce qu'il me touche, c'est fini. Je suis à lui, quand ses yeux sur moi se posent, ça me rend toute chose. Je l'ai tellement dans la peau qu'au moindre mot, il me ferait faire n'importe quoi. Je tuerais ma foi, je sens qu'il me rendrait infâme. Mais je ne suis qu'une femme, et je l'ai tellement dans la peau. Pour le quitter, c'est fou ce que m'ont offert d'autres hommes. Entre nous, voyez-vous, ils ne valent pas très cher, tous les hommes. La femme, à vrai dire, ne fait que pour souffrir par les hommes. Dans les balles, j'ai couru, afin d'oublier, j'ai bu, rien à faire, j'ai pas pu. Quand il me dit, viens, je suis comme un chien. Je n'ai pour rien, c'est comme un lien qui me retient. Je l'ai tellement dans la peau, j'en viens marteau, ce qui me touche, c'est fini. Je suis à lui, quand ses yeux sur moi se posent, ça me rend toute chose. En avoir rond dans la peau, c'est le pire des mots, mais c'est connaître l'amour sous son vrai jour. Et je dis qu'il faut qu'on pardonne quand une femme se donne à l'homme qu'elle a dans la peau.
Stella Heath.
Yeah.
This show's awesome.
It is.
This feels
It
so
is.
good.
It is. Everything about that was so beautiful, Stella. Thank you.
My man. How do you
My
say it?
man.
No, is that your French accent?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, my man. No.
What is it? Is Monholm?
Yeah, my man.
Monholm.
Yeah.
My man.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you. That's beautiful. Okay. This is a very short show, but it feels great. Hope
This
you
is
all
perfect.
feel
It's
the
perfect.
same. So, yeah.
Aviva.
Aviva is next.
Aviva
so-
Lefay.
Aviva Lefay, and we are back to Portuguese. So this song is called Leozinho, and it's a song by, and I'm going to butcher this, but Caetano Veloso. So don't know if that's right or not, but Leozinho is the song, and it's being performed by our favorite Aviva Lefay. Here we go. Oh, shout out to Juju, my ex-colleague Juju, in the comments, who is from Brazil and
Oh, cool.
gets here to Portuguese songs here. Hey, Juju.
Gosto muito de te ver, lealzinho, caminhando sob o sol. Gosto muito de você, lealzinho, para desentristecer, lealzinho. O meu coração tá um só. Basta eu encontrar você no caminho. Gosto de ficar ao sol, lealzinho, de molhar minha juba, de estar perto de você e entrar no mar. Um filho de dia, ai, o tamanho, arrastando meu olhar como imã. Eu sou pai de toda cor. Quando ele toura a pele, gosto de te ver ao sol, lealzinho, de te ver entrar no mar. Tua pele, tua luz, tua juba, de estar perto de você e entrar no mar.
Aviva Lefay
So beautiful.
doing the Portuguese thing. Junara has given us a little bit of explanation on the song.
Yeah, thanks, Juju. Do you want to read
Um,
it? Go for it.
Yeah, it's about the surfers that Gaetano used to see at the beach. He called the beach, I think, Little Lion, because all the surfers had big blonde hair. So you just picture all this beach full of big blonde hair and calling it Little Lion. That's really awesome.
Yeah, I was imagining he was calling the surfers Little Lions, but I don't know.
Or maybe he's calling them all Little Lions, but I couldn't tell from that post, but yeah, I like the idea of the whole beach being a little lion.
Totally.
But that's probably wrong.
With the blonde sand. But that helps too. Now, lion totally makes 100% sense. It, rings in the ear.
Little lion.
Awesome. Thanks, Juju, and thanks, Aviva. Beautiful again. Just want to shout out, Aviva does a weekly live stream that I religiously watch on Wednesdays at 6. And she's been doing it since almost the beginning of the pandemic. And she's really done it every week, kind of hell or high water in various circumstances. Last couple of months, she's been in the same spot. She does a lot of kind of experimenting with songs that she's been working on, new songs, and she's been playing a lot of piano recently, and it's really beautiful. She just kind of shares her thoughts on the week. So I highly recommend that. That's Aviva Lafay, and she does a weekly live stream at 6 Pacific on Facebook. Thank you, Aviva. It's beautiful. Great. Okay. Any thought? Yeah, go ahead.
We have a confirmation from Juju that the surfers are little lions, and
yes,
my anthropomorphizing of the beach itself is
a little off. Yeah.
A little off.
Yeah, that makes more sense, but
it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. Cool. So, do you have any thoughts as we reach the midway point here of our
No. Let's just keep going. This is beautiful.
Okay. So, next up, we have. I'm not sure if it's proper to say AW squared, but I'm going to say this is the AW squared song because they're both featured in the song, albeit it's mostly Alyn. Hey, Alyn, I agree with the comments. Cool. So this is a Yiddish song that's really a combination of two songs, Inal Gazan and Doloi Politze. So I believe that it was put together by someone called Zalman Mlotek for I think it was for a movie actually, but it's a combination of I think a work song and a protest song. Doloi Politze means down with the police, and
Polizzi,
yeah, down with the police, and Polizzi, you're saying, yeah, as opposed to Polizzi.
In Allegassen, Doloi Polizzi.
Yeah, Polizzi. But yeah, it means down with the police, and so it's like a work song that transitions into a down with the police song, and it's being performed by AW squared. Take it away.
In Allegassen, Blumen-Gate, Herdmans av a Stokis, Yinglik, Midlik, Kunum, Kate, Shmusa, Funna, Focus. Yinglik, Midlik, Kunum, Kate, Shmusa, Funna, Focus. Kunum, Shum, Greater, or a band. Broken Lion, Mocktails av a Stokis, Olmer, Greater, they love. Mocktails av a Stokis, Olmer, Greater, Schwester, Lomerks again to Hens. Lomer, Nikolai, Kalei, Sever, can do events. Hey, Doloi, Politze, Doloi, Shana, Shaviets, the American. Hey, Doloi, Politze, Doloi, Shana, Shaviets, the American. Frieder, Schwester, Lomer, Siegfried, Dirtzen, Lomer, Nikolai, Galende, York, and Mark Hertzen. Hey, Doloi, Politze, Doloi, Shana, Shaviets, the American.
police.
All right, that was Alan Wolves, and that I guess turned into AW squared at the end. That was beautiful. That was a pre-revolution czarist. That was from pre-revolution czarist Russia, apparently, and that's where that tune came from. And that was beautiful. That was really well put together with all the footage from around the United States.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to say my statement about the movie, I think it's that the two combined was from that experience. That they're both sort of traditional songs, right? So I don't think that the two combined is from Bizarre's Russia, although I could be wrong about that.
Oh, the combining. Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
mhm, yeah.
Yeah.
They're both traditional songs though.
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks, Alan. Yeah, and that's great kind of reminder. I don't know. I mean, I know other people sort of don't need reminders, but being a weak-minded person, I need reminders about kind of like all the things we've been through over the last year, and it's a good reminder of this past year and the struggles that people went through. So, great. So
Music's such a way to do that.
it is, yeah. Awesome. So we're gonna move on to Kalei's song. I hope that Kalei is still in the comments, but if not,
I don't know if he is, but I'll read what he said
for sure.
earlier on.
Go ahead and
He
do
said,
that.
He said his song is about Kipukai, an area on Kauai that is separated by a large mountain ridge, which I think is called Ha'upu, which is very beautiful and is Wahipana, a sacred place of great significance to Kanaka Maoli. And I may have really mispronounced some things, but that's really beautiful. And if you see what Kalei has been posting as of late, ever since his move to Hawaii, you're seeing just these beautiful vistas and just these amazing natural landscapes and stuff that I feel like he is really getting in touch with sacred places out there. And so I'm really excited to have him bring a song about, to such an effect to the program.
And the footage, I believe, is footage that he's been taking. He's been taking amazing footage, like you say. So, okay, here we go. Kalei's song.
Aloha mai kako o Kalei pula pula a Kalei Yamanoha ko inoa. Noho ao maka Hawaii nei ka moku o Oahu. Mahalo ya Josh, I mean James no ka loa ana ya uma social distance live ke la. A ole la ko I o lalo haole no laila e o lalo Hawaii vale no ao. Mo ke ia mele ahu e paani ne ke kahi o ka upuna hele. O ike ke ia mele ka moko lelo o ka pā holoholona o Kipukai ma Kauai. He wahipana o haupu I mea nui na po'e Hawaii. Lana ko'u mana o ua hau'oli o lua I ke ia mele o Kipukai. Mahalo nui loa, na hui ho.
Thank you, Kalei.
I'm so excited to keep seeing all this stuff that Kalei comes out with. It's really cool. That was those visuals and everything were so beautiful.
Yeah,
Wow, what
it's
a
it's beautiful, and it's also just real lovely to see kind of his glimpses of his life, because he's been doing this conservation work on Hawaii, which just feels so awesome.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, totally.
yeah,
Yeah, and I feel like yeah, we've got this chance to see these things, you know, like I don't know. I mean, I hate not being able to get together in person and stuff, but like, there's this kind of the virtual thing I get to. I don't know. I feel like it's more accessible to get a good video from someone and actually really pay attention to it and stuff. That's part of this show, I guess. Maybe is like, I don't know. You ever get that like if it's just you on your computer and you're like, oh, there's a new video someone did, and you're like, I could watch that. I think I'll watch it, but almost like it's almost like you have to like
yeah.
like
Set
willfully
aside time, yeah, or whatever.
watch
yeah.
it, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between that and like a program like this. Like a program like this, it's like you've just committed, you're sitting and you're going to watch some videos, you know, and like
Or standing
it
and
feels,
dancing if you want to.
yeah, or whatever, yeah. But it feels just I'm just kind of clicking on that right now, like I you know, Kalei
Yeah.
could post a video and I would probably watch it, you know, but I might give it a little rest on freaking out about whatever I'm doing around the house and then watch it later at the end of the day or something like that. But like, it's so cool to have a program where we all just get together and we start looking at stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Absolutely.
just musing,
Yeah.
James.
It's good. I like to muse. I find it
Cool.
amusing. Okay.
Our last one, final one.
Last one. So this is Adam Dragland, and this is a song by Bruce Cockburn called "Badlands Flashback," which is an awesome title. Despite the English title, that is the original title. It is in French. Adam had a comment that Bruce Cockburn was sort of creating like one French song per album at one point, and he had the idea that maybe it was a sort of weird Canadian requirement that you have
Yeah.
one French
Yeah.
song per album.
They're
which
very strict.
I like that idea. But
you-
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, nothing.
But yeah, if you want to say anything about it, Adam, in the comments, please do. Great to have you back, and with some friends here, Dave Rappa and Brendan Getzel on the keys, which you'll see on the credits there. Mixed by Michael Carney, so it's nice, social distance live. Shout out to Brendan, by the way. I've sort of just discovered Brendan. He does really cool shows, live shows on Facebook. So, just FYI. Okay, so here we go. Badlands Flashback, performed by Adam Dragland. Do you want to come back after this, or shall we just come back briefly after this and just say bye to
Yeah,
everyone?
yeah.
Okay. Adam performing Badlands here.
Mon corps s'épand, même en s'entend, prend de rivière ou de mon semblant de coquille. Pour un instant, au maximum, l'antique mer remplace l'espace qui est le mien. Un ange mobile, des œufs flottants, en cri soudain, d'oiseaux flambards au fourmillement. d'amour s'éteint comme de verre. Une ville sont comme de cristal dans le ciel vide. Quelques danses comme une flamme. Mon corps s'épanche, mes mains s'entendent, prendre le grévier, un mot sanglant de coquille.
All right, Adam Dragland. Adam has posted some more fun information about that song. It's from 1979, Bruce Cockburn's album "Dancing in the Dragon's Jaws," and he actually did the translated lyrics there. So I urge you to check that out in the Facebook comments. You can look and see the lyrics to that song.
Yeah, thank you, Adam. That instrumentation is so beautiful. Yeah, just it's awesome. I love the marimba in particular. That sort of the wooden sound of the keyboards making that's awesome. So cool. Beautiful job, everyone. Well, Josh, that brings us to the conclusion of our non-English shows part.
Yeah, we got a nice
one.
little hour in.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Coburn. Jesus Christ. I said Cockburn.
that's all right.
Sorry, I don't know a whole lot of Bruce Coburn. But that's what this is about. This is about language and learning stuff. I said Cockburn.
Yeah, but anyway, it's a beautiful song, and this has been a really great show. Somehow I ended up with two. Anyway, that's bad. I ended up with a fake crux under there, which is now gone. So the whole time.
All the Americans say it that way. Thanks, Adam. It's good to. Sometimes it just feels good to be a dumb American.
Yeah, you just gotta own it. You gotta own it.
It happens to everyone sometimes.
That's
I guess.
Yeah, the good thing to be as a dumb American is somebody who wants to experience other cultures and other languages.
Sure.
And I feel like we are that, at least.
Yeah.
Dumb but inquisitive. Social Distance Live.
So obviously our brains need a break. We are going to do next week. We're doing the Kinks on Sunday, and then we're taking a break for like 3 weeks or so.
Yep.
Just
3 weeks exactly.
3 weeks. 3 weeks after.
I may do a special event on 18th, but if so, it'll be kind of fly by night. So that would be after a week break in the middle there.
Okay.
So we'll see if that happens. But in terms of this series, we're taking a 3-week break, and we're coming back on May 2nd with the beginning of season 5. Look for the announcement of that show very shortly. I'm very excited. We've had, some good planning work done, and I think it's going to be an awesome season. Yep. So I'm really thrilled about the season, and I'm thrilled where we're at with everything, and I look forward to coming back for the Kinks and then taking a good break. This was a beautiful show. It felt kind of just right in its context. Thank you for tuning in and for commenting and supporting each other, as always. It's awesome. That's all I have to say.
Tons of love. I don't know. I just this was really beautiful. We need to do this again. We need to do another one like this.
I agree. And
Yeah.
we shall.
Yeah.
Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Have a lovely, lovely week, and we'll see you next Sunday with the Kinks at 11 a.m.